Pretty much anything. Expo Master 2.6 Expo. Wallbreaker Lockbait. Giant Witch Graveyard. Wallbreaker Lockbait with a Goblin Cage. Royal Giant Barrel Mega Knight. Royal Giant Extornado. But Lion also has so many tools in his inventory. Ice Bow. Giant Dart Prince Control. Royal Hog Mega Knight. Minor Loon. Lava Clone. Royal Giant Extornado. Both these players can play anything.
Literally anything. There are so many decks. They don't play the same thing twice a lot. They like to bounce around, try to keep their opponents off guard, not give them a read on what they're thinking. So far, Lion's deck, if this was, if this was 1 month ago, I'd be like, okay, well, this is P.E.K.K.A, probably P.E.K.K.A Battle Ram, but I'm not too sure. Well, the Magic Archer is coming in here as well, so we might be going old school with Lion. The Fireball, though, very nice to take down that Magic Archer.
Yeah, we do still see P.E.K.K.A bridge spam. It's not as prevalent as it was a couple months, and there is the Battle Ram going down. So yes, it is bridge spam from Line. Is it P.E.K.K.A? Is it going to be Mega Knight? Because Mega Knight could work, especially with the current meta being Wall Breakers. So you change the P.E.K.K.A for the Mega Knight, and that could definitely be the choice here.
And this could be a little troublesome for Expo Master, because I suspect this is an RG deck from him right now, and this deck doesn't fare super well against a P.E.K.K.A and the other things that are in there. It's pretty easy to counter that RG, so what is Expo Master going to be thinking here? A lot of times you'll see players put the RG behind their King Tower in situations like this where there's a P.E.K.K.A or an Inferno Tower available, so you can build up steam, keep that P.E.K.K.A busy with like the skeletons from the Witch and the other things, and try to buy some time.
Yeah, looking at this, it looks as though Expo Master was very prepared for Wall Breakers. You have the Valkyrie, the Fire Spirits, the Witch, minions too. He was prepared for Wall Breakers. So what does Line do? Just brings bridge spam. It's gonna be difficult for Expo Master to get any kind of footing in this deck, but both players are very even right now.
Very even. You even get a little extra help from a minion up in the top left. He gets one swipe in there. And right now, Expo Master just focusing on playing some defense, seeing if he can bait out the P.E.K.K.A potentially, and then find an opportunity to counter with his Royal Giant. Now you're going to pull that P.E.K.K.A over. Oh no, those minions are in poison. They are going to go down. Bandit on the right is getting a bunch of damage. There isn't a lot available for this Battle Ram. A zap isn't going to be enough. Oh, just in time with the Fisherman. They are going to avoid a ton of damage. You at least block the dash from the Bandit, but man, oh man.
Line's deck choice here, we have to talk about. It is so smart, bringing something that he is comfortable with. He has played a lot of P.E.K.K.A bridge spam, but that was weeks ago. Not in the recent meta. Expo Master is bringing a counter-meta deck, and it's not playing out for him right now. Only because Line brought the P.E.K.K.A bridge spam.
Line just outthought him a little bit here. You get one shot from the RG with the E-Wiz and the P.E.K.K.A being there, but it's still not enough, and now you're going to drag this P.E.K.K.A away from everything here. You might even be willing to tank a little bit of tower damage. Actually, because of the Witch skeleton spawns, you're okay there. Now you got a Fireball just to back that Battle Ram off. Fire Spirit's going to get some serious damage, but now you got a Royal Ghost that's healthy. He locks onto the tower. 2 swings for him.
Yeah, and this Fisherman's going to pull the P.E.K.K.A right into tower range. Valkyrie to try and pull it back. But still, it looks as though Line has the number here. There we go. Line showing why he is the #1 player in terms of 1v1 right now. That was clinical.
And will we see a little more P.E.K.K.A from Line, or is he going to try something different? Nope, that's going to be different.
Ooh. So what I was thinking, like, during that, while you were talking, maybe Line just brings the deck that Expo Master was trying to counter in that first game, just to kind of rub salt into the wound.
Well, so far it looks like they're both having similar ideas on what they want to run. A Log and a Miner. I'd be really curious. There is, now with the Mega Minion, it's not. There is a 2.4 cycle that I've been seeing coming out with the Miner and the Log, but it doesn't have Zap, so this is not it.
Yep. So just to point out to everyone, Elixir Golem isn't available for this tournament right now. It's still locked behind the time gate, so you're not going to see Elixir Golem, which means we couldn't even look at Grand Challenge data because most of that was Elixir Golem this week.
It just, it was hard to look at the Grand Challenge, and I had, like you were saying, you removed Elixir Golem, and it was not much. There wasn't a lot.
4 wins by 1 deck, and you're like, all right, okay, Yeah, that's where all the data's gone. But, I mean, it's fair. It's a new card. You know, people are exploring it. It does seem strong, but maybe counters will come out. Anyway, besides this, now we have Miner. Oh, the Fisherman pulls the Miner from the Miner defense. And it's going to go down, actually, here, right in the middle of the arena. So, Expo Master gets a slight advantage here. 2-0-6-6.
All right, the double witch. We've been seeing this a bunch across the other leagues, potentially with the Mega Knight or the Giant this time. You can do it two ways, and this time it is going to be the Giant, and it is the P.E.K.K.A. once again from line. Now, it didn't lock onto that Giant with the first one, but then it gets on there, and you get a decent amount of value out of that poison as well, so actually Expo Master handled that very, very well.
Yeah, and now with the Miner on the tower and the Witch there, are they going to get any damage onto the tower? The Skeletons get close. Oh, beautiful defense. Ice Wizard there played so the Witch doesn't get any look in at the tower, but still, advantage Expo Master. He is playing this deck flawlessly.
This is really nice stuff. He's going to build up this push. It's almost funny because this is like the new version of the double Prince, but now that we've got the Witch being very, very powerful, we get both Witches in here. Just a guard going to be pulled. You want to try to get that P.E.K.K.A. off, but a good log to buy some more time for the P.E.K.K.A. to finish off that Giant. Really well done.
Yeah, and now all you've done with that Fisherman is pull the P.E.K.K.A. onto your side of the field a little bit quicker. The poison is there to try and make sure that the P.E.K.K.A. survives, but no dice. Now we have the Giant, the Night Witch again, going forward. The Night Witch with those bats. And the Miner there to tank as well. The P.E.K.K.A. look, the P.E.K.K.A. is locking onto everything right now.
Everything but what it really needs to. You get one punch from the Giant. The Ice Wizard coming up across the bridge now. We've seen the Witch be the answer. Yes, it will still be the answer for Expo Master. And then immediately he gets that poison out of the way. So it makes it harder when he finally does cross the bridge to drop a poison defensively. Not that that's what line wants to do anyway. It's not really favorable, but now some guards there. Still very, very strong. I feel like a very underrated card. Good.
Oh, that log to push the P.E.K.K.A. back into the Miner. My goodness, Expo Master.
He's looking really, really strong right now. He is pretty solidly ahead, and you can see every time this Witch comes out, it's just poison right away. This time, Expo Master a little quicker with this Night Witch. He's got to get it going because he needs something to deal with this P.E.K.K.A. because right now, the Fisherman was busy with something else, and it still has a fair amount of health. So the Night Witch with the bats, good enough to deal with that. Nicely done by Expo.
Yeah, 3-6-4 remaining on that top right-hand tower. Almost into cycle range if you can get a couple poisons there, but he does need to hold on to this tower. Miner is there. Both Witches played into the poison. Is it going to be able to go forward? The Ice Wizard actually connects. Tries to summon the Fisherman to push it out of range, but it's not. 5-4-9 remaining. A lot of damage getting done, and that P.E.K.K.A. gives up chasing the Giant. On the left-hand side, is it going to connect to the tower? It doesn't matter. The Miner at the top is going to take it out. Poison there. Whoa. Woo. Close.
Very close there at the end. A crucial placement of that Giant to get that P.E.K.K.A. to go a different direction, to open up that right-hand side, the real heroics in Clash Royale. And it is my favorite. It is my favorite mode because you get to see so many interesting interactions. A lot of players that you don't always get to see in 1v1 who are quite strong. And we're just going to try and split the wall breakers. The zap will be good, but a lot of elixir had to be spent by line there to counter those wall breakers. The Fire Spirits aren't good in that situation because you're trying to use the Fire Spirits on one side, right?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful read by line. That's research in motion right there. Knowing that Expo Master, he plays a Goblin Barrel, is usually at the front. Summon the Valkyrie there. Just close it out. I don't care. You know? That's exactly what line was like. All right, you got Goblin Barrel. What's that?
And now look at this. Line seems to have gone back to the deck that Expo Master played in Game 1, that Royal Giant deck. Meanwhile, Expo Master's on a spell bait. And this is pretty typical of what you're going to see in a lot. We see this a lot in West with the Goblin Cage added in, because the Goblin Cage is also a pretty good counter to the wall breakers.
Yeah, well, another barrel coming in. Fire Spirits are there this time. Nice split. Gets one little stab, and that's it. And you can see that Expo Master is celebrating with the Prince there. The Knight. The Knight. It's not a Prince, it's a Knight.
It's an They look a little similar. They both have mustaches.
I think they're brothers or something. Who knows?
Oh, there you go.
But anyway,
Can they be? Is that? Doesn't like all royal family? Don't they all?
Knights
have to be?
wouldn't be just royal family. Prince,
Yeah.
both would be princes. Yeah, but you know, you could abscond the throne and disclaim
you
your
go.
heritage. Anyway, that doesn't matter. What we get now is Goblin Gang played both sides, splitting the arena. Witch on the right-hand side, Witch for line down that right-hand side too. So Witch versus Witch. And there's a Mega Knight coming in, jumps onto the skeletons. He's going to get pulled by the Fisherman, and a barrel coming in on the back. Very, very smart. But Fire Spirits take care almost too easily.
Yeah, Fire Spirits are a pretty decent counter to the Goblin Barrel. You're usually going to get a little bit of damage from the barrel, but if you place it right, you can pretty well minimize it. In the meantime, that is a very, very healthy Royal Giant who is getting a ton of damage in here. Down goes the first Princess Tower of Expo Master. He's trying to counter, but the Fire Spirit placement, very good.
That Royal Giant, I think this is the most damage I've ever seen a Royal Giant do. It just hasn't been answered by Expo Master. He doesn't have anything to answer. What's he going to do? Play down the Witch? Double Royal Giant! This tower is out. 3 crown. No. Goblin Cage to stop the 3 crown. There is the Fireball line. Schooling Expo Master, taking us to King of the Hill. That Royal Giant got ridiculous, insane amounts of damage right there.